Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Colts going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. On 1st and 10, Locke. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First down throw for Kaiser. Caught outright by Patton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Kaiser now on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
2nd down now after the incompletion. From his goal line here, Luck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Love. Open man, it's Allen. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, it's Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Luck throwing again. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second down, here's Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now it's Miller. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He spins free. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's Luck now on second down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nelson Aguilar, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dominique Easley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dominique Easley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Down, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw on second down is Locke. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action. Luck. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Allen. A swing pass caught. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Luck now to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled. First and goal from the 8. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And that'll be incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Luck. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spins away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The final shot before the break. Lock. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw is Kaiser, setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Kaiser on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Henry Anderson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on,
they go play action. Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense. And
he's got a man, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Indy. 83 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the I. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Forced out to his left. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Kaiser jumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Underneath for Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dominic Easley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the Panthers have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now it's Locke. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke Lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he will have a touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now the Bills, they have added to their lead. Cam Newton with one touchdown pass thus far. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Flush to his right. Right side caught for Dorowitz. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go. 38.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Miller. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes thus far. And his kick is indeed good. And with that...